We had a casualty. This guy's being stupid. Hey, stupid. Gonna go freak out? Gonna go freak out? Gonna go freak out? You don't like the camera, do you? You don't like the kind? No, you don't. You really don't, because you're a stupid little fishy. But if you notice back here, if Buddy would get out of the way, we got a guy looking for belly rubs. Well, apparently he's not looking for belly rubs. He's totally dead. And I need to figure out how to get him out of there, but it's kind of hard when this guy here keeps trying to launch himself out of the tank. I already tried to open it. And yeah, he's an idiot, so he's trying to kill himself. I don't know what's wrong with these fish. This guy here, he didn't like that. He really doesn't like when I jam the camera in his face. I don't understand why. Like, how come you don't like GoPros, bud? What's the matter? They get all wild up, and then this guy gets knocked around because stupid fish. Blah, you don't like the camera, do you? No, you don't. You're stressed out. Poor Minnow, though, man. He keeps getting banged out every time these guys freak out. Who knew that having pet fish could be so much fun? But they're slowly dying off because I'm pretty sure I don't know how the hell to take care of fish. But anyway, whatever, it is what it is. It's friggin' Thursday here, guys, and look at that. Look at that outside. It's all beauty. He's not getting his garbage picked up, that's for sure. Garbage day was pushed ahead one day because of Family Day being Monday. A lot of people didn't realize it was Family Day on Monday because well, we're still in lockdown, so it is what it is. Anyway, he knows I got a camera, so he's acting up right now. That's why he's being the way he is. He can tell. I'm gonna let him outside so he can go take a shit, and then I'm gonna get my fish ready. One of these days, I'm gonna have to shave Oreo again because he's starting to get super fluffy and poop sticks to fur. It's not awesome. All right, guys. Today we're gonna take the Rock. We're gonna go the Rock's Dwayne the Rock Johnson's diet here. We're gonna be having ourselves a pound of cod fillets. I think it was mentioned that The Rock eats like...
On the website menshealth.com, they say, The Rock eats 36 ounces of cod every day, so these guys just ate 36 ounces of cod in a day. Do you want a little more context? 36 ounces is 1,020.583 grams.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson eats 2.5 pounds of cod every day in a month. That's well over 75 pounds. Oh, no. Yeah, well over 75 pounds of cod. That's a lot of freaking fish, man. I could do it. I could totally do it. The only thing keeping me from doing it is obviously the cost of fish. This 1 pound of cod was $5.99. Now, I was living the Rock salary lifestyle of being, you know, an actor, wrestler, performer, blah, 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 making tons of money. You know, he would lose money if he stopped to pick up a $10 bill off the road kind of lifestyle. I too would be doing that. Cod is super filling, like fish in general is super filling. The leanest protein you can possibly get because it's got 0.5 grams of fat per fillet and it's got 19 grams of protein per fillet. So that's a lean protein. That's pretty damn good. So when you're somebody like Dwayne The Rock Johnson who needs to hit a certain caloric goal in order to maintain his body weight and avoid putting on fat, that's what you do. And when you're somebody like Skivinz who likes their fish to taste delicious, you grab your pitter patter powder and you friggin' douse her. Just like a so. Let that steam fry and we'll have fish for lunch. Now I have no idea what the heck I'm gonna do today. We did our workout yesterday. That's good to go. The video came out, everybody talked about hunting and all that, so we got those now I understand how it works and it makes a lot of sense. So that's awesome. As long as it shoots under 500 feet per second, no PAL or FAC is required, you just go. You can use it. So my pellet rifle, slingshot, all that stuff, that's all legal. I can use that for hunting. Still need to get my hunter safety course and my small games. I have my outdoors card, just gotta get my small games license. And then we can go plink squirrels and rabbits and grouse and all sorts of small game. I think even raccoons are in there, but I can tell you right now, I doubt I'm dropping a raccoon with a friggin' slingshot. That's for sure. Anyway, it's currently 20 after 1 and we're gonna have some fun. No, I gotta get back to work. Who am I kidding? There's no fun in that. But yeah, so we gotta get back to work, carry on with this shift. Just another beauty day that I can't partake in. Such a beauty day out. Watch on the weekend, it's gonna be all overcast and snowing and 70,000 km/h winds. Because that's my friggin' luck. All right, let's pitter patter and have at her. Alrighty, well, I was able to extract the corpse. Yup. Still got these two guys. They really don't like the camera. I don't understand it. Why not? Why not, bud? What's wrong? What's wrong with the camera? What's wrong? You like the camera? No, you don't. No, you don't. I don't know why. Why don't you like the camera? What's the matter? Why are you so scared? Why are you scared? Poor little guys. He likes it. A minnow? He's cool. You know, if that minnow outlives those suckers, that's awesome. Anyway, guys, it's freaking lunchtime. So, yeah, it was fun trying to get that. I ended up getting them riled up because it was too close to the bottom. And I don't like taking the plastic top off because the moment they see there's no more lid on it, the stupid jerks go full tilt like a Peterbilt and launch themselves into space. Look at her being all cuddly on top of the box. Who's in my face? Campers? Campers. There you go. Anyway. Oh yeah, if you guys are wondering what I was talking about with this tripod, I bought this Bose tripod from Walmart. It's not really a tripod, it's a mono stick, and you can extend it, and you can retract it, and the legs spread apart. Here, let me show you here. We'll go into the bathroom so I can show you on the mirror without having to grab a second camera to film this damn thing. So it's basically this. It's like, you got this here, so you can extend it out and get like a far shot. You can retract it, but the base also comes apart into a tripod, so you can basically sit it on a table. And I bought one of these before, but not for me. I bought one for Sarah for, I can't remember if it was birthday or Christmas or what, because she wanted a monopod. Broke it, and at first I was like, wow, yeah, she is rough on stuff, but then I realized, no, she's not, because these things are built so cheap. And you'd think for a $30 tripod, quality would be a little bit better. But I tell you what, that is not the case. Oh man, I did not set this thing up right. Shit. I forgot to lift both arms out of the way. Bloody hell, mate. Alright, there we go. 1 pound of cod. Definitely slay more than 1 pound, but good enough, good stuff. Alright, I'm gonna do myself a solid and go eat my fish. And annoy my fish some more, because that's always fun. I'm telling you, man, if that friggin' little minnow outlives those other 2 sucker fish, then he's the super tank. Mind you, I don't even know if those sucker fish are eating, to be honest. They normally suck shit off the bottom of the aquarium, where the minnow knows that the bloodworms and flake are all at the top of the tank, so that's why he stays at the top collecting all the food, and the suckers are stupid. They're on the bottom collecting nothing. They're dumb. Very, very dumb. They knocked my filter. Seriously, dude. You're stupid. You're stupid. Nah, he's gonna get all riled up. I don't like being on camera. You're putting me on YouTube. I don't like that guy. Did you consent to it? Did you consent to it? Did you consent to it? Hey, did you? Hey, did you consent? Consent. 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 Oh man, he just smashed the friggin' minnow. Oh, I feel bad for that little guy. Oh, whatever. Anyway, nom nom time. Well, another one bites the dust, boys. And then there was one. He's having a great time in that bubble fountain, though. I heard him kill himself, too. He friggin' went full tilt like a Peterbilt and smashed into the lid. And I heard the crunch. He hit her hard. Game over. So there was 1 sucker left. Pike bait is still kicking though. That's the one I called the minnow because he was the strongest one out of the 8 that went in the tank. He was the strongest one. He survived. He's a trooper. He's the man. Pike bait for president. Anyway, I should let this scruff ball out because he probably has to go for a shit. So might as well do that now. Probably should also consider getting out there and doing my driveway, but like long hair don't care. And I also noticed that I haven't driven my truck all week, which means it probably has another dead battery from sitting, but I don't know, we'll see. When it comes time to drive it, if she starts up like a bow, wow, 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 whatever, I'll put the charger back on the battery for the time being. But I haven't driven it all week, and I don't know if you can see the icicles, but there's around mid-car there's a friggin' huge icicle hanging down from the box. And it's bedded into the ground, and I noticed from my bedroom window, or my computer room window, that the mud flaps are solidified to the ground too. All the slush just kind of fell away and stuck into the ground, so that's pretty awesome. That's pretty neat, eh? Oh well, it is what it is. Anyway, got him outside there. I'm on a 15. It's currently 4:25. I was going to take a break at 4:15, but had a client call in. Having email troubles, had to fix it. They dealt with somebody else and they just put the ticket on hold. Didn't write anything in the ticket, just created a blank ticket and put it on hold. I was like, why? Why didn't you, didn't even mark down the computer name or nothing, just put it on hold. And I'm like, my coworker's like, oh, when that happens, you need to report them. It just falls on deaf ears, so I just don't even care anymore. You know what? As long as I don't cut my hours and give one of them idiots more hours, I really don't care. I really don't care. Just give me my 36 and a quarter hours a week. I'd like more, but it is what it is. Yeah, man, do I got stories for you guys. Friggin', you know I've been trying to get another job. And I've been trying to get something outside of the IT world. Can't keep that lens clean. Well, I've been trying all sorts of stuff. Like one of them I tried was construction. And it was shot down. Mario. Puppy dog. No. Face up. Face up. Face up. He's such a wiener. I tried to, I even tried for a secretary job because it pays more than what I make doing IT. How sad is that? This is why I say the IT division is a joke. Because when I can make more money as a office admin than I can fixing computers for office admins, you know there's a freaking problem somewhere, right? There's a problem in the whole script. Just fired on some pork chops there for suppers. Well, for a snack. I'm carnivore again, boys. It's gonna be awesome. But, so I applied for that there and got shot down because they didn't understand why someone with IT experience would want to degrade themselves and be a memo taker. It wasn't the exact words they said, but they said that with my abilities and my certifications, I should be doing something else. And the job I have now is more fitting. Well, the job was more fitting, it would pay friggin' more, and I wouldn't be looking for another job, right? So then I applied for another job as construction, pretty much the same shit. They didn't want to hire somebody who was like a computer nerd to do construction work. Didn't think I could do that, so they said no. Then I tried actually prison guard for the North Bay Jail. Join up as a correctional officer, eh? That could be kind of fun. I didn't get that job either. They felt that, well, what it was they had to do this test where they had you go through this whole series of videos and you had to pick the most appropriate answer. I guess I didn't do good on the whole test or something, I don't know, because I didn't get that job either. And the real kicker of all the jobs, guys, was the 911 dispatch job for the OPP. I went for that job. Now with that job, they have a T5 security clearance that they have to do, and that's what kicked my ass. Why? Because I talked to this thing. That's right. And not just because I talked to this thing. The reason why YouTube screwed me over on that job, part of the security check they ask you, do you have any affiliations with any criminals or anybody who has broken the law? And I completely forgot that I super do back in the day. And I'm not talking about David's Farm, because David's Farm is not on this channel at all. Oh no, he is. Okay, well, David's Farm as well. But what they caught me on was Chris Whitcroft, One Pug Life. They questioned me in an interview, and it was funny because they first off asked me if I ever had any altercations with the cops, and I told them about the one time back in 2013 when I was coming back from London after visiting Bloke. I didn't pass the cop enough to give him enough room, and he nailed me for a moving violation, and that dinged me, I think it was like $237 fine and 3 points on my license. But luckily I was able to get the 3 points removed because I was able to prove that I passed it, but I still had to pay the $200 or some shit. I don't know, it was pretty stupid. So I ended up paying the money, but I didn't lose the demerits, and there was no moving violation. But then they came back and said, well, what about the incident in 2000 and they came back with 2011, and I'm like, what incident? They're like, were you involved in a collision? And I'm like, I don't remember my cars being in an attack. They said, yeah, it happened on Algonquin. And then boom, it clued in, holy shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. That's when that drunk guy, and I got it on video too, when the drunk guy flew between me and another car, and his mirror hit my Trans Am and shattered my mirror on the driver's side. Well, then shattered, cracked it. His mirror exploded because it was cheap plastic on a Tercel. My mirror's metal. So it exploded, and I had to go and put in a report of what happened and explain how the guy was like, he basically tried to drive between us and fed himself to a moving van. And that was on a vlog from a long ass time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And then they asked me, this is the weird one, they were like, so we also have here that there was a custody battle in 2009. And I'm like, say what? And they're like, yeah, we have a domestic dispute involving a custody battle in 2009. Now, 2009 is when I started making YouTube videos. I have no idea what the hell this domestic dispute thing was about, so I don't know whose profile they're pulling up. But then they asked for your social media links and all that, so I gave them everything, and they started routing through it. We had another interview, and they asked me, they said, when you said that you didn't have any affiliations with any criminals, we're gonna mention off a name here, and let's see what you say. I said, all right. So they brought up Chris Whitcroft. And I was like, oh my God, I completely forgot about him. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, back in the day, I said, you guys went through my YouTube, obviously. They're like, yeah, we went through your YouTube. and we tried to look at your Facebook, but that's locked down. But we looked at your YouTube, and we saw the videos with Chris Whitcroft, and you said that you were not affiliated with any criminals. However, he has clearly been convicted for possession of illicit narcotics. And I was like, I completely forgot about that. Like, I honestly completely forgot. And I'm like, so yeah, I guess I was, I don't hang out with him anymore. I stopped hanging out with him back in 2013. But yeah, I was affiliated with him back then. I said, we all make YouTube videos. It's what we did. So, you know, you hang out with each other and you give each other shout outs and you get on each other's cameras and, you know, try and get your face out there as much as possible to grow the channel. And they're like, yeah, no, sorry. Like, because of that, they denied me. So yeah, YouTube just costed me a job. But a 911 dispatcher job, I know a couple people who do that job, and a lot of them say it's super stressful work. It's like worse than what I'm doing now. It's back to back to bickety back nonstop. Mind you, it paid an extra $7 an hour than what I'm making now, and the hours were a lot higher. Like, I could probably get up to 60 hours a week. But with how much stress it is it actually worth it? That's where I gotta ask myself, would it be worth it? And to me, the answer is kind of glad I didn't get that job. But sure enough, my affiliation in the past with One Pug Life costed me a job. Fun times, right? Fun times. It is what it is, though. I'm not too worried. I'm honestly, whatever. As long as I can keep my hours going with the company I'm with now, everything will be okay. How's it going, guys? Well, we did it. We extracted. All we have left is Gary now. Logan's dead. Terry died overnight. Logan killed himself today. Gary's the last guy. He'll probably be dead by tomorrow. Shark bait will be the only one in this entire tank. All the bloodworms will belong to shark bait. That's shark bait there, in case you're wondering. And by shark bait, I mean pike bait, sorry. The lone survivor minnow, and he's thriving. He's just loving his life right now. Gets to swim around in this turbulent water. Can't even sit still because of all the bubbles and stuff. This guy down here, he's just chilling, but he'll probably be dead by tomorrow. Not even gonna sugarcoat it. That's the way she goes. Oh man. Anyway, I put some pants on. I don't normally do that, but I did that. Well, I do normally do that, but now I did it because I think I'm gonna go out and blast the driveway and then see if the truck's sitting all week, if it's gonna start. And if it does, cool. And if it doesn't, then shat. We'll have the booster. And yeah, I want to clear the driveway and then go from there. So let's get out there, fire up the blower, and give her a goer. Alright guys, it's pretty good. It's like 10 after 6. I was watching Coke Machine's stream on YouTube. He was streaming the evening bite and just seeing if he was going to catch any fish or anything. And while I was watching, he managed to pull a jumbo. And just like always with that lake, he caught the jumbo at around 5:15. He caught a walleye. And then everything shut down. Anyway, how are we doing on gas in this thing? We're good. If not, we'll fill it up after. Alright, you know what? I'm not going to film this. I'm just going to get it done because I just want to get it done. There we go. Things go so much faster when you don't film them. Driveway's done. Truck was frozen to the ground. There's a whole bunch of icicles back here. When I backed it up, they broke off the bumper. There's a whole bunch of them. Right frozen to the ground. Been sitting all week, and we had a hot spurt and a cold spurt and lots of spurting. Yeah. Oh well. Decided to lift these things up, let them thaw. Anyway, let's check my mail. You know, environmentalists are always bitching about carbon tax this and friggin' other nonsense that, and nuclear energy is dangerous and coal plants are bad. Yet, how come nobody goes after the spammers wasting trees for stuff I'm going to throw in the garbage anyway? I don't get it. Alright, well I already had my supper. I had those pork chops for supper. She's still a kitty cat. Why are you shaking your head? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What? So, I don't know what to do with myself. I was gonna go to Walmart tonight, but the reason why I wanted to go is get some propane for the weekend. Because, I do plan on going out there and harassing the fish while I'm not at home harassing this fish until he dies. Now that I know I can get friggin' minnows at 6.11 and I don't have to pay cash, I can pay debit. Like honestly, that's how I judge things. If it makes me uncomfortable, if I have to do something that I don't want to do, like have to go to a bank machine just so I can buy bait, then I'm not gonna shop there. I'm gonna shop elsewhere. So that's the way, I do it. Yo. Hey guys, I ended up going to Walmart and grabbing some shite. Basically, this is my old ice fishing tackle box. Way too freaking big. You probably hear there's nothing in it, I'm waving it around. Reason why is because I bought one of the smaller ones. They were on for like $197. And this little one literally holds everything I need. All my jig heads are in here, my ripping wraps, my spoons, my Swedish pimples. We're good to go. Also picked up 2 more tanks of propane. They're on for $9.97. So we'll have propane for the, I don't even know what the hell to call that parabolic heater. I guess the parabolic heater. I could theoretically run the buddy heater in there, but the way I set up the shack, it would probably be a lot easier to run the buddy heater in there too. Only reason why I say that is because the buddy heater would balance, and it's a little bit safer too, because I found out the reason why it has a low oxygen sensor, right? And the last time, like when I first used the HT, when I did the weekend with it before I bought it off my buddy, I tried it out. First day, we just used it as it was because I couldn't figure out how I get a buddy heater in there. And then the second day, we kind of set it up with the buddy heater in there, and it was kind of hovering over a hole, and we had the transducer sitting in the hole, and it was working. It was warm, but the buddy heater kept cutting out, or the flame on the buddy heater anyway kept making this pulsing sound, and I didn't know what the hell it was. And then I found out what it was. That's the low oxygen sensor. When there's low oxygen, not carbon monoxide, but low oxygen, when there's not enough oxygen in the area, the flame will burn out. And the reason why that happened was because I didn't have the friggin' top vent open. And now that I know that, theoretically I could leave the parabolic at home and run with the buddy heater, you know. However, the buddy heater does take up a lot more room than the parabolic does. So it's one of those, what do? You want to know what you do? You piss off the dog with a laser pointer. There's different heads for it. I don't know what they do. That one's stupid. The heads are kind of junk. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Figured you guys, haven't gotten enough of his damn bark, eh? That friggin' bark. Ruff, 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 ruff. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna shut her down here and get this video all edited up. I left my water downstairs. Son of a bitch tits. Anyway, started off today. We had 2 fish left. Now we have 1 in the minnow. Minnows are fish. We still have 2 fish left. I think, is that Gary that's in there? I think it's Gary. Yeah, Gary. I think he's still kicking. Oh yeah, he's still giving her. I don't know if we're gonna have any more left after him. I don't know how he's doing. Gary? Dude? You alive? I think he's still kicking. And the minnow is still doing minnow things, so... Oh yeah, he's alive. Okay. Stupid idea for pets, but it is what it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, comment. And until next time, guys, remember, live to win, never give in. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.